Hi, everybody. Here we are. I made it. I was wondering if I was going to make it this week, but here we are. Hello there. How's everybody doing? I have two prepaid, Mary and Amy, so we're going to crack off right off the bat. We're going to use the Twin Flame Journey Oracle cards this week, so let's get to it. Mary is first. Mary wants to know, number one, I filed a complaint against a police officer in training. I'm not going to say any of this online. I filed a complaint against a police officer. They are investigating. Oh, okay. No, against. I'm assuming, Mary, this is supposed to read like this. I filed a complaint with a police officer in training. They're investigating her. What is going to happen to her? Okay. I'm assuming that's what you mean. I'm assuming you don't mean, because this is how it reads. I filed a complaint. This is how it reads. I filed a complaint against a police officer in training, badge number, blah, blah, parentheses, name in parentheses. They are investigating her. What is going to happen? I'm assuming what you meant to say was you filed a complaint against whatever her name is with the police officer in training. They're investigating her. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? Material world. Interesting. Ooh, Dark Night of the Soul. Free will, winter, devotion, spring, third party, summer. I think what's going to happen is, and I'm going to say this one more time, because I'm going to read this question exactly how it was said with, I'm not putting anybody's name on the internet. I'm never going to ever do that, okay? I mean, maybe a first name or something, but not a badge number and an actual name of the police officer. I would never, ever do that, okay? I filed a complaint, I'm assuming you mean complaint, against police officer in training, badge number, blah, blah, name. I'm assuming you meant to say I filed a complaint against whoever this chick is that you're talking about with the police officer in training with his badge and his name, and they are investigating her. What is going to happen to her? Well, I think she's going to get penalized. The material world card is her having to pay money, a fine, court costs, whatever it is. The Dark Night of the Soul is her really going through it. I mean, this is the scary part. I feel like she's going to get to choose to continue doing whatever bad thing she is doing, because I don't remember. Y'all know I don't remember from last week when we talked about whatever we talked about. She's going to have to make a decision, because, again, I don't remember who we're talking about, because she's not referenced here. And the winter card is a card of being frozen out. The devotion card is you should probably light a candle to ask for what you want. Spring and the fifth dimension and summer can talk about many things. This whole thing springing forward, your literal partnership with the divine, Mary, your partner with the divine will make this all work out this summer. I'm telling you, with that material world thing, this is all about money, fees, court costs, lawyers, whatever it is, or something comes that makes money be the payoff for the Dark Night of the Soul. So I don't see anything about jail or anything like that. Well, I guess this could be bond money. But I feel like she'll learn a valuable lesson, and she'll have to pay money and it will hurt in some way, shape, or whatever. Oh my Lord, hey everybody. How's it going? I got to do the second one for. Hi, Christoph. Hello, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Let me do the rest of Mary's, okay? And then we'll talk to everybody and write everybody down, okay? Second half to Mary. Second question for Mary, because she paid for 2 questions. So MARC's father still works for me, and I had to go to their house to drop off material. Ran into him. He seemed pissed. I bet he did. And made the point for me to know he was leaving because I arrived. He got in his car. The second I pulled up, felt like he was waiting for me. So he pulled that stunt. Yeah, I think that he was childish. Yes, it is. What is going to happen in the next 2 weeks? I felt this weird vibe. What's going to happen in the next 2 weeks with MARC? Oh, justice. Now that's Libra, but it can be you get your justice with them. That could be many things. Divine timing, look at that. Crossroads, wow, girl. Wowza. Communication. Let him get mad. He can get sad and glad and then mad again. Solitude. Fifth dimension. Wow. What is it with you two? What is it? I'm afraid to look at this one. I had a feeling before I even picked it up. Mask and nostalgia. I think this game, and I'm going to call it a game, of going back and forth and coming in and out with you is going to continue to happen. It will always continue to happen. There's some kind of soul tie between the two of you. Do I think it's going to work out? No. And why? Because I think he's always hiding behind a mask. I feel like he's like, oh, this could be him saying, I'm going to get my justice with Mary. And in a weird timing, he comes at you to communicate some kind of crossroads moment. I think the crossroads moment is more, not that he's going to beg for you to be with him or come back or whatever. I think it's going to be more, he enters the picture at a weird timing. We're in Mercury in retrograde, people. Okay. Expect it. Expect the past. I don't care if it's an ex from 25 years ago. I don't care if it's an ex from yesterday. I don't care if it's an old friend that you hated and said, get out of my life from 10 years ago. I don't care if it's an old school chum. I don't care if it's a coworker. Expect somebody from your past to make contact. Whether that is them calling, texting, Snapchatting, you calling, texting, Snapchatting, walking around a corner and running into them, or your bestie saying, oh, I saw Joe at the store. I haven't seen him in 5 years, and I saw him the other day. In some way, shape, or form, somebody from the past is always going to come back, always during Mercury retrograde. I don't care. Okay? I think he's going to come back and try to communicate with you, but in a sneaky, underhanded, lying two-faced kind of a way. It's going to say, oh, it's going to be real nice and real sweet, but he stands in his solitude. This is the future, okay? And the fifth dimension, it's like the reason why you guys continue to do this is because it is a soul connection. It is. Not every soul connection is a good soul connection. That's why they call them karmic soulmates, right? But he's going to try to hold on. See the nostalgia card? But whatever he gives you is a lie. I'm telling you. It's probably whatever he comes back for is for his own better good. He's showing his ass right now. Because he is an offended Libra male. I wasn't done right by. I wasn't done right by. I didn't get my justice. And that's what he gets. He wants to get justice. And if he doesn't get it by making you mad or angry or upset or cry, he's going to find a way to come around the back way in a sneaky way and try to pull you back into the so-called friendship or whatever it is. But it's just him trying to stay in control. Trying to wrap his fists around your heart and be in control. Does that look like it's a happy? No. Because it follows the mask, which is deception. It's the devil. So, don't be surprised. Let him be mad. This is the thing about me. You know, and again, it's not my relationship. But here's the thing about what I have to say about somebody who acts like this. Somebody who acts like this is wanting you to run after them, wanting you to ask them to stay, ask them to come back, plead. That's what they want. That's what he wants. That's why he sat in the car. That's why he didn't go anywhere. He wanted to be a jerk and then see if you would follow him. Because if you did, then that means that he controls you in some way, shape, or form. He didn't get to do that. So now he's going to try it a different way. So be wary. I blocked him. Good. And everything. And just deal with his dad and brother. Good. Yeah, good. He probably did look stupid. Yeah. But don't forget he isn't going to come back around and go, he in, okay, he in, okay. That's your reading, girl. Sorry, I got all wound up. Let me write everybody down. Hold on, I got to go way back in the time machine. Did y'all miss me? Did you think I disappeared off the face of the planet yesterday? Up next is Amy, then Jennifer B. For one, then Allie for another. Is that? No, that's a different one. Allie for one. Maria has been a member for 45 months. Thank you, Maria. Virgo love, my friend. Greg for one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe because it's getting really tough. It's getting so tough on this channel that I've started looking for a job. So let's hope the tide just turns like it always does. Let's hope, because let me tell you, the chaos ahead, everybody's going to need a little help. Okay. Erica, oh my God, a blessing and a question for Erica. Thank you, Erica. I always want to spell your name with a K, and I don't know why. Katie C, I know it isn't spelled that way. Thank you, Katie. A little tip on there. Appreciate it. Laura H, general love. One. Virgo love. Thanks, guys. Did you think I disappeared? Thanks. I'm digging it. I went yesterday. I was gone. It was a bad weekend. Okay. And I was gone all day yesterday. You missed me. Thank you. I'm glad that somebody was concerned. I was glad somebody was concerned about me. I wasn't answering any phone calls. There was a lot going on. That I was out of the house all day yesterday. It's been a lot. It's been really tough. My views and everything has cut down to a third of what they used to be, and I can't make a living and eat like this. So I'm starting to look for a job, and if it doesn't get any better, we'll have to see. Okay. All right. So up next. Oh, so they didn't get uploaded until later in the day. I don't know if you guys hated that or liked it. I looked it up, and apparently, I mean, I didn't realize this until I realized how late that I didn't get a chance to release the 3 videos on Monday yesterday at the regular time because there was so much going on. So they released between 2 and 2:30. And if you emailed or texted me, first, if you're still emailing my old email, I'm never going to answer you because I have a new email address now. It's underneath here, like I tell you on every video, there's a new email address. So if you're emailing me to the old email account, I'm never going to see it. I'm never going to get it. Does it still exist? Yes. Can I see it? No. Can I get to it? No, I can't. So if you email me, I love y'all for checking on me or trying to check on me. And I didn't get back to you. I think I got back to Laura H. And that's it. Late last night. But here we are. All right, let's do it. For Amy, general love, thank you. You got it, girl. General love for Amy. Yep, the new mail is up. The email is up, but every once in a while I'll see somebody try to send me an email at the old email address. Although in every video that I do, I say there's a new email account because everybody always fast forwards through all the information. Always. And then they try to email me the wrong address. So, which doesn't make any sense to me because the old address is no longer on there. So, if you did, sorry. Sorry, guys. But apparently, so I went on afterwards and I went on to internet and I'm like, wow, did I get more views? Because I went on, they're like, oh, we get more views between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. than any other part of the day. And I'm like, I don't know if my people will like that or not. Okay. Who paid 19 that I haven't seen? Laura H. Girl, you're before Laura H. Did I write you down? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right, let's do the general love for Amy and then we'll move forward. Yes. For Amy, general love, please. Yes, please hit like. When I say share the live, please do. Make comments. Anytime you watch a reading, make a comment. It helps, okay? I mean, it never helps me, evidently, but helps everybody else on YouTube. Oh my God, refocus. Refocus about love, Amy. Communication. Reinvention, wow. Spring. Hi, Mariah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where's Mariah? Did I miss it? Okay. Oh, barrier. Interesting. I feel like there may be a barrier in your life in regards return. Well, we can count that. We can set our clock to people returning right now. All right. Patience. Karmic partner, bottom of the deck. Ooh, shadow work. I'll say this, Amy. Again, Mercury retrograde, is it started already or is it the 17th? I can't remember. It is what it is. Here's the thing. We are in pre-shadow. These cards say it's time to reinvent and refocus on life. Reinvent yourself. And maybe you are doing that. Maybe you're picking up new hobbies. Maybe you've gone back to school. Maybe you've learned, listen, I don't have to be with anybody to be happy. Maybe you had a really hard lesson in love and that taught you to learn. The fact that your kind of card is refocus and you'll get a communication probably from the universe, reinventing yourself. Probably something big happened in the spring. This is past and present. There's something that you have to look at differently in order for love to come. Return and patience. There's a soulmate returning to you. Now, could it be an ex from this lifetime? Yes. Could it be an old soulmate from every other lifetime coming into this lifetime? Yes. You've been patient. It's like you're knocking the barrier down that has kept you from finding love or being with love. And it's you refocusing on yourself and reinventing your life and how you look at things that lead you to a soulmate returning. Okay. You may have gone through a karmic partner and a shadow work time. Long dark shadow of the night. It may have been tough recently even. I think that all the work on yourself pays off, that refocusing your life. So many people get stuck in, I'm going to die if I don't find love. My life is not worth living unless I find the one. And those are the times that it's not going to happen because, we get disturbed by a gnarly karmic partnership that's not good for us. We get waylaid on our way to the right one. They waylay us from our journey. But I feel like you are refocusing, reinventing. And when you do that, in the process of doing that, that's when you get the communication from universe, and that's when all your patience pays off. I think somebody's coming. As long as you recognize what is bad for you is bad for you, and leave it behind. That's your reading. Hi, Missy. Hello. Okay, there you go, Laura. I was like, Mariah. That's your reading, Amy. Up next is Jennifer B., then Allie, Greg, Erica, Katie C., Laura H., and Virgo. Jess. Okay. Y'all, these false lashes. So I don't wear them that often anymore because they poke me right in the eyeball. That's what she said. Jennifer B., you're next. Let me go back, darling. Jennifer B. What does Spirit need me to know? Thank you, Teresa. Hey, Nico. I'm all right. Oh, yay! Thanks, Nico. Very excited. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get it. I'm also having a feud with the neighbors, so that doesn't help me. They don't know we're having a feud, but I know we are. The place I live in, when new people move in and they have no idea how the parking works around here, it causes a complete nightmare for all of us. Everybody on this block, or everybody on the 2 blocks, it causes a complete nightmare for all of us. Anyway, what does Jennifer B. need to know? Take action, baby. That's what you need to know. Always take action. Ooh, a bunch of them fell out. First was unawakened, then ascending. Wow, girl. Then mirroring. Wow. Then cycles. Then contemplation. The answer is yes. Refocus again. I think all of us are supposed to be refocusing right now. I'm going to tell y'all. This whole damn planet, hell in a handbasket. Till the end of the year. There'll be a big, big, huge thing that happens in August. I'm not going to say it. You'll know when it happens. Okay? And I also think that the new Madrid fault is getting ready to blow sometime in the next year. So there you go. There's a couple of my predictions. I'm not going to say the other one out loud because I don't want things to happen, okay? But we all need to take action in our life right now. We need to grab it by the bull and do what it is that brings us happiness, brings us joy. Concentrate on the love and the happiness in our life and try to push all the negativity, because there's nothing we can do about it unless we, anyway, out and be in our nice paradise of our home, okay? But I'm telling you, Jennifer, you're supposed to take action. That's the Knight of Swords. This talks in the past and present of how you were unawakened, but now you're ascending, and you're ascending to the Mirror card, which is, to me, the Twin Flame Soulmate card. Probably feel it coming. You probably feel it coming and probably have felt them coming for some time. A new cycle in love. The woman holds a rose behind her back. There's love coming you don't see, but the new cycle of love is coming. Really think about saying yes. Okay. Because in this world and the way that we're living now, we all need to grasp hold of love any way we can. Okay. You're going to refocus your life. Things are going to turn around. I feel like love comes. I feel like it shows definitely that you've done all the work here with unawakened, then ascended, then mirroring. And now take action and say yes to this new potential love that enters the picture. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay? Like I tell y'all, they're going to have to tie me. I probably have been tied to the stake and burned at some point in my lifetimes. going to have to tie me down to keep me from trying. So be ready. That's your reading. Very good, Jennifer. Allie, you're next. Allie girl, Allie girl. I have one niece and her name is Allie. For Allie, Alicia, what does Spirit want me to know? Let's find out, shall we? Get your readings while they're hot. Now, we'll be back on Thursday morning. I take that back. I have a reading tomorrow I have one reading tomorrow, and I have one reading on Friday, and that's all the readings I have this week. Last week, I had, 1, 2, 3, 4 readings. That's still not a lot. It's very slow right now. Again, another reason why I may have to go back to work, so we'll see. Hey, Allie. What does Spirit want Allie to know right now? Share with your friends. You didn't know, right? Okay, 2 flipped over on the top. What are those? Ooh, forgiveness, and the answer is no. Oh, you see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about when I say, isn't Mercury retrograde start on the 17th? I can't remember, y'all. Okay. Somebody's going to come ask for forgiveness. Say no. Oh, I said it. Yep, the 17th. Okay, thank you, girl. I'm telling you, I can't express to you enough that I say that the past comes back to learn their lesson. See, we learned our lesson when they crushed us into the ground, and then they went out and learned, listen, it's not all, the grass isn't greener on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to come back to Gemini or Virgo or whoever, because man, it was better over there. Ask for forgiveness and they'll take me back, and you say no. That's their lesson. Mercury retrograde, y'all. Again. Oh. August 11th, yeah. Winter. Oh, freezing them out. Did they freeze you out before? Huh? Did they freeze you out? Yeah, they were unawakened. We'll start pulling off the top here in a minute. Devotion. Interesting. Look, cycle card again. The guide, Virgo. Compromise. Oh, girl. Oh, recognition. I'll say this. I cannot express enough that when Mercury in retrograde takes place, somehow, some way, the past comes back. Always. Again, I know y'all get sick and tired of hearing me the same thing, but people don't listen to me. They don't. Oh, my ex isn't going to come back. I haven't talked to him in 15 years. Well, maybe it wasn't your ex. Maybe it's your old friend that you don't talk to anymore. Maybe it was a co-worker that you had a fight with that you don't work with anymore. Maybe it is the ex, and surprise, here they are. Maybe it's the guy you dated one time 3 weeks ago, and they reach out. They're a part of your past now too, right? There's somebody that's coming back at you that wants forgiveness, but you say no. Winter says that they were frozen out, or they froze you out, and they were unawakened, okay? But they may be coming back saying, oh, I learned my lesson, okay? I devote myself now. Give me a new chance. I know how to compromise now. They recognize you as a soulmate, but I don't think that's the only thing. There may be another person. I can tell you, I taped all of this week, and almost every reading for this weekend is 2 people interested in and I think and 11 of the 12 zodiac readings. A lot of times, since all the transits are happening to everybody, there's a theme, and that's what's been like. Exactly. I'm trying to remember. I'm sure there's people out there that have gotten back to with their ex and it worked out. I've never met one. I'm sure they exist. And I know people that remarried their ex and it didn't work out. They got divorced again. Okay. But I feel like you saying no to this unawakened person, recognizing that they haven't changed, is the key to coming out of the darkness into the light and finding your real end game, what I refer to as the end game soulmate, receiving your soulmate. So, listen, that's part of the journey. Thanks, Allie. That's part of it, y'all. Greg, you're next. Thanks, Allie. Let me go back. Greg. What's Rita's, the Aries, being deceitful about? I sense it, but I can't put my finger on it. Okay, let's find out. What is Rita, the Aries, being deceitful about in regards to Greg? We're going to pull from the top once the first... Ooh, the Muse. Interesting. We're going to pull from the top once that first one... What is it with the freaking winter card, people? Mirroring. Fifth dimension. Healing. Something's got to come up. Reinvention. Metamorphosis. The Observer. It makes me feel like she was seeing somebody else or talking to somebody else that she's linked to that's watching you and her and everything she does, and in turn everything that you do. Does that make sense? The Muse, these two together bother me. Think of it, what's the old saying? What is it that the voyeurism? Okay. I said it. Okay. I feel like she was involved, or maybe she's the voyeurist in either a relationship, or this is the kind of person she is, that she likes to dabble with people, or the person that's kind of semi in control of her in the background likes to watch her talk to other people. Because it's weird. It gives me a really weird feeling because of a couple different reasons. It's like she totally reinvented herself into whatever character she's playing. She tries to have it come across as her being healed, and that she's done a metamorphosis, but it's more about this, which is you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool them all the time. It's like she's put on her suit. I can't tell if this is her or somebody else in the background watching her. I can't tell. I can't tell if she's showing her behind and talking to you for this other person to see, or if it's her liking to do it. Because when I get a reinvention card so many times in a row and it ends with the Observer, it's like, ooh, I put this suit on, this suit on, this suit on, this suit on to look like this and pretend like I'm healed. And the fact that you get the mirroring card with the fifth dimension, I mean, these two are really good, but it's like, but no. And the Muse card is all about, a muse is what a painter uses to inspire them to create art. And I feel like her observing, or a person that she's seeing or did see observing you guys in some way, gets her off. Sorry. What I feel like. But she wants to come across as the mirrored fifth dimensional, but it's cold, the winter. It's not a good feeling. Let me go see if you're saying anything. Hold on. Nope. Okay. I think she's hiding a lot. I think she's hiding being in control, like being controlled, but from somebody else on the outside. Like she's not acting like her true self. Yeah, it's basically, yeah, stick to yourself. I don't blame you. I get it, man. Trust me when I tell you, Greg, I don't date anymore because people in the state of Missouri are not people that get me. Okay. So I get it. Okay. I totally understand, my friend. Oh, that would be interesting. Another foolish mortal. Yeah. Hi, Painted Doll. I was so happy with it. My computer was a bit slow, so I had to hop off and back on. I wanted to come back. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back in and let me know, Painted Doll. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You were right, Greg. I always so appreciate when somebody comes and confirms stuff and everything. Thank you so much, Painted Doll. Yeah, it really does help. Thank you. Yeah, always go with your instincts, man. Always. Thank you. Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff out in the world. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. As long as everybody that's involved in it is aware of it, right? I'm sure you are, Greg. I'm sure that you are. All right. Up next is Erica, then KDC, Laura H, and Virgo Love. Let me go see if anybody paid on PayPal. Now's the time. It's $10 to get a 1-question reading. No, nobody paid over here. Okay. For Erica. General reading for love, please. You got it, girl. General reading for love for Erica. You're kidding. Get out of here. I think so too. Oh. Understanding. Is an understanding coming? Oh my God, the divine feminine, Erica. Oh. Vibrations, wow. It's like a dawning of understanding is coming in regards to divine feminine. Oh my God, the twin flame card. Girl, what up? Uh-oh, third party. Self-worth. Dark night of the soul. Solitude. Oh my God. Abandoned. Fear and bound. What is going on? Let me just say a few things. Okay, I'll check it out, Nico. Thanks. Number one, I like getting the understanding card because it's like divine light coming down from the heavens. It's like, oh my God, I understand. Like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. There's a lot going on. Divine feminine. So the divine feminine, the high vibration, and the twin flame card are all in the past. You found it. You did. The vibration was high. They are your divine feminine. They are your twin flame. But this bad boy comes up and it talks about going through a dark night of the soul and finding your self-worth and and being alone for a bit, abandoning it, fear, and being bound. So it can talk very much of being bound to something that you fear is not right and thinking about abandoning it, like going through that dark night of the soul to find what is truly yours. And a third party could be involved. Maybe you met somebody or will meet somebody that is the person. Or maybe your person meets the third party that is your person. Her person. Woo! Oh, goodness is correct. I wasn't expecting this, okay? If it reads like a book, whether it's you or somebody else, it's like a divine understanding comes over me. When a third party enters my life, who is the divine feminine, who is the high vibrational being I need and want, who is my twin flame, it sets me off into a dark night of the soul, an abandonment of that which is not meant for me, to spend some time alone, but you fear it, but you feel tied in it, or they feel tied in it. But this is the dawning of understanding is knowing where you're supposed to be. That's your reading, dear. Holy crikey, girl. Look, even underneath there's barrier. Oh, and then you get justice. Justice is coming in some sense of the form, but that's your reading, dear. So if something comes up that you're like, oh my God, this is it. What am I doing? I got to do stuff to my life to be where I'm supposed to be. You should do it. But that's just me. Look, settling. As I shuffle thinking of you. You're welcome, my dear. Oh, look. I shuffled again. Fresh start. That's your reading, Erica. Katie C., you're next. Oh, let me write down Nico. Nico's after Virgo Love. Please share this channel with friends, this live with friends. I've got to get my count up or I will be working a regular job again, y'all. I don't think it's ever been this bad. For real. Okay. Number 1 is Laura. Number 2 is Erica. Oh, these are people having done a super chat. Yay. Oh, I hear the birdies tweeting. Yeah, take a deep breath. For sure. All right. Up next is Katie C. Let me check PayPal real quick. Hold on. I know Nico paid, but... yeah, okay. Just Nico. Don't forget, Thursday mornings, we are here. If it's going to be real slow again, I might go back down to 1 day a week of doing micro readings, you guys. And it will probably be on Thursdays. Because I'm much more spanking new, ready to go with the day at 10 a.m. You know what I mean? Yeah, just breathe, my dear. All right. Let me go back for Katie. Hi, Katie. Wondering if there's any message for me in the cards. Thanks, Teresa. Let's find out for Katie. Any message that Katie needs to know? Whoop, that one fell on the floor, Katie. Hold on. Mute. Interesting. I keep seeing this one, so I'm going to pull it. Conclusion. Admired. Very good card. Look for a sign. The signs card. Whoa, they all came flying out of here. Action. Ooh, reinvention. Everybody's getting a reinvention. And that's the time. Uterus. That was weird. Again. The fall. Oh my God, commitment on the bottom of the deck. Looks like commitment for you. Here's the thing. Let me just say this. I don't know why uterus came flying out of my mouth. I don't know if you're going to get your uterus checked or you need to, but I will say that, okay? Because why uterus would just fly out of my mouth for no reason, that does not happen for no reason, okay? Okay. Okay, but you are PMS. Okay then. Okay. PMD, I don't know what that is. So double check it, okay? Take care of yourself. But that may be why, since you're PMSing, that could very much be why, okay? I laugh because my whole family and everybody and every female in my mom's side of the family had horrific periods, and every one of them had a hysterectomy. I don't know if there's one woman in my family who has not had a hysterectomy, and that says a lot because there were 8 brothers and sisters and like 70 grandkids. Okay, so anyway, I digress. So I like that you get mute, because mute is you don't need to say anything now. You don't need to communicate. You just need to stay mute and focused on yourself. Listen, sometimes, especially for a Gemini or a Virgo or whatever, we need to stop talking. I would pay good money to meet a boyfriend where I did not have to talk all the time. They could talk all the time and I could just sit there happily with a grin on my face listening. I cannot tell y'all how nice that would be. Okay? But you don't have to say anything right now. You don't have to do anything. A conclusion is coming for you. Watch for the sign. There's a sign coming. The key to your lock is coming. Somebody that admires you. This is the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody who looks at you very admiringly is coming. They're taking action towards you. I feel like you got these 3 cards, girl. You get reinvention, fall, and commitment. I feel like you are meeting somebody or from between now and fall. Now, y'all, believe it or not, 2 months till fall. 2 months and a week. Okay, less than a week. So sometime between now and fall, autumn, somebody comes to commit to. Somebody who's the key to your lock. Watch for the sign, baby. Okay? Watch for the sign. Exactly, Greg. That's you too, Katie? Yeah, it's hard to believe that we're in July and fall is like around the corner. It's hard to believe, okay? As my electric bill was $550 last month. It's not even been that hot, so explain that, okay? But so somebody is taking action toward you. So be ready. Be ready, Katie. We love that we get this card, you see. Because when you get that card right there, the 8 of Pentacles, oh boy, they admire you. They're like, oh, Katie. Oh my God. Did you see Katie say? She is just something special. That's your reading. Me too, Erica. Yeah, it has been humid. You're true. You are correct there, another false model. That is your reading, Katie. And again, Katie was my mother's name. My daughter's name is Kate. So anytime I say any form of Catherine, because that's what their names were, Kate or Katie, it's very near and dear to my heart. Yes? That's right, another foolish mortal. Katie has to be here. Your little sister's Kate? I was just talking to my daughter this morning because I'm going down there in, oh God, I don't know, a month? 3 weeks? I don't know, I'd have to look at the calendar. And her hubby's going to be there. And I was like, your grandmother was a Catherine, my mom was a Catherine, my daughter's a Catherine. My daughter was named after both of her grandmothers. My mom's name was Catherine. Her dad's mother's Geneva. So Kate's name is Catherine Geneva. But I call her Kate because it's after one of my favorite movie characters of all time. And you can't even find the movie to watch it anymore. French Kiss I have looked and looked to find that movie with Meg Ryan in it. Okay. You're just a Katie? My mom was a Katie. Yeah. Jack and Katie. That was my mom and dad. Thank you, Katie. That is a really good reading. Okay. Allie. you're after Nico. Thanks. And Greg, you're after Allie. You're going to hear Kyle come in here. I'm surprised he's not home yet. He must be working overtime. You're welcome. You're always after Allie. Stop chasing Allie. And then we have Allie. I only have one niece, and her name is Allie. Everybody's showing up here that you know. All right. All right. Okay. Up next is lower H. Lower H. Lower H. Let's go back, darling. And funding. Lower H. Let me go back. General Love, she paid for 2 questions. So you guys, when you ask a question, you get an 8-card spread. So when you pay for 2 questions and you only ask 1, you get 16-card spread, right? So let's do it. General reading for Laura. Okay. Oh, destruction. Whee! I like that. I like it. Oh, so, okay, maybe it's a Scorpio in me, okay? Maybe it's a Scorpio. Go online. Go onto the TikTok. Go onto the YouTube and look under Scorpio Rising and see what it says. It's me in a nutshell, okay? Dark, okay? And I'm like, bring on the destruction. Because I know with the destruction, it's tearing down. Picture this house is all the crap in your life that's weighed you down. All the stuff that you focused on and been in the dark because all this has been hanging off of you. Now imagine the destruction card, the Tower, is coming in and blowing all the crap away. Okay? I say yippee. Yes, I do. Inner child. Recognition. See? Ooh, shadow work. Okay. Bound. Soulmate. First time we've seen that today. So this shadow work may be from your past when you were a child that you have to blow away. Trust me, I get it. Okay. That is the shadow work that you may have to do. Things that happened to you while you were a child. Okay. Things that keep you bound to where you are. Sometimes the devil is just the chains. It really is. I was molested as a child. And I repressed that for years and years and years and years and years. And it just reared up one day and just punched me square dead in the face. I'm not saying that's what happened to you, but there's so many different ways and things that can form us and hurt us as a child, right? Mother wounds, father wounds, abandonment, emotional SA, you name it, right? It's like letting this house finally get blown the hell down brings you out of the dark shadow night and the dark shadow work and breaks the chains that bind. And then a soulmate comes, you recognize. Again, awaken. This is you awakening. Also your twin awakening to you. Material world. Self-worth. Forgiveness. The summer, that's now. Patience. Oh, I'm telling y'all, solitude always leads to union. Because, I'm telling you, when the right one comes along, it's because you've taken the time to heal, to knock down the walls, to blow up the house that you were chained to start anew with the material world, to find your self-worth, to forgive the past. It doesn't matter what they did. Okay, maybe it does. It doesn't matter whether you get a forgiveness from them. I'm sorry. What matters is that you forgive yourself, even if you didn't do anything, or let them be forgiven so that they don't bind you to this MFing house anymore. Okay? Then you get to move forward, because then as soon as you do all that, A soulmate comes that you recognize. Why? Because you're awakened. That's your fresh start. Knowing your self-worth and forgiving. When's it happening? Now. Your patience and solitude pays off because it brings union. Wait, did I show the right one? Oh, sorry, I did the wrong one. There you go. Letting people have power over you, no matter who it was. People who hurt you in the past, in your childhood, in your home, in your family, exes or whatever. They only have power over you because you allow it. It's the only reason. This shows great growth, my friend. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. That's your reading. Virgo love. Yeah, she definitely does. You're right. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes, yes, yes. It shows the exponential, is that the right word? Healing and everything that you've done and are still doing. It's very, very good. Good job, my friend. Hey, Francis. Thanks, Laura H. I will talk to you, tomorrow. Francis, you're going to be after Greg. Up next is Virgo Love, the Nico, Allie, Greg, and Francis. Let me see if anybody else paid in PayPal, y'all. Thanks for coming in. You really helped me feel better. It's been rough lately. I appreciate y'all. I keep checking along because that's what Source tells me to do, people. It sure does. Oh my gosh. I love these sparkling ices, you guys. But the carbonation does not like me. I kind of figured out, if you guys notice, I don't lose my voice like I used to. I still lose it. I'm always going to lose it. It's just because of what I do. If I get a new job, if it ends up happening, I'm just going to hopefully just sit at home and enter data and not talk. And get my voice a rest. But I've noticed it's when I drink carbonation is when I really lose my voice. So thank you, Francis. I am. Good God, woman. Why do I always do that? Oh my God. Another foolish mortal is after Nico, I think. Yeah. Another foolish mortal. Girl, I don't know why I do that. I think I see you while I'm reading, and I'm like, I'll get her after I'm done with this reading, and then I forget. I don't know. Sorry, darling. All right. Next is Virgo Love. I got you, girl. Virgo Love, Virgo Love. Let me go back. Whoop, I can't go back that far. Hold on. Virgo Love. What should I currently expect? That's a good one. What should Virgo Love currently... I'm trying not to. Invisibility is my superpower. That would be great. It sure would be. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all before I begin this next reading, because this is an example, okay? Since these neighbors moved in, every day I've been getting more mad. Every day, more mad. Okay, about the whole parking situation. It's a nightmare here. I can't express to you. Okay. And I try, and this is a lesson for everybody through me. And I try very much so not to let things get to me. It's usually something stupid that gets to me. It's not like something big. But here it's all street parking out front. And if you park in front of the mailboxes, which they stupidly put real mailboxes right next to the road instead of hanging them on the house like it should be, because it's like a city block here. So if anybody parks in front of the mailboxes, they won't deliver your mail. In the last 13 days, I've got the mail delivered twice. Because these people moved in. He has a work truck. They have another truck in their garage. So think of it this way. It's just street parking out front. You can't park on the other side. In the back, we have an alley where we pull into our driveway. We all have one small driveway and one car garage. Kyle parks his work truck back there. Michael and I park our cart out front because I can't park in the garage because Kyle doesn't leave until 10 a.m. So if I need to go do something, I can't get out. Okay. We parked out there for years. Okay. And I talked to the owner of the house and I said, did you tell them, when he said he rented it? And I'm like, did you tell them how bad the parking is here? And he said, yes, I did. And they said, okay. They have like two college age kids and blah, blah, blah. So when they moved in, this is how it is. He has his work truck back there. There it looks like a work van of some kind in the garage and 3 cars out front. So they parked in front of my mailbox. They parked in front of their mailbox. They're parking across the street, which that's not allowed. And they're trying to steal one of my parking spaces. So I can be as petty. I can be one of the pettiest people you will ever meet in your life, y'all. Okay, I'm a human being, all right? So they moved in the day after Michael left and was gone for 12 days on vacation. So they had no idea that somebody else parks back there. So I'm like, cool, whatever. They all parked wherever they wanted to. Well, then when Michael was coming home, I'm like, okay. He's got to have a place to park. So I parked right in the middle. So I came home yesterday and I pulled way up, right up to their bumper so that Michael would have a place to park behind me. Because the lady that lives on this side, she parks back a little farther so that we have a place to park. She does that for us. Okay, she's a very nice lady. So that night, Kyle said, I'd gone to bed, and Kyle said, yeah, I went out because I had pizza delivery, and I opened the door, and one of the cars was parked across the street, and they were really mad because they didn't have anywhere to park. And they said, don't worry, tomorrow night I'm parking over there. And he parked to the spot behind me. I'm like, oh, really? And he said, yeah. I'm like, okay. So I got up the next morning because I had left space for Michael before, or I was in the middle of the thing, and Michael parked back here where it's illegal to park because he had nowhere else to park. So when Kyle told me that, I backed my car up in the middle of 2 parking spaces so nobody could park there, because sometimes I can be a real jerk. Gemini, Scorpio rising. So I'm like, I'll go buy a car. I'll just go buy a whole other car and I'll park it out there. Because that's how I can get. Because when you come into a new neighborhood, you have to pay attention to what's happening. All of us have our certain places that we park at. But all of us don't own 5 cars. Okay? I told Kyle, I said, I'll go buy a whole other car. I'll go buy a $500 car and I'll park it in that parking spot back there. Nobody will ever park there ever again. Because Scorpio rising. Okay? So... And I'm like, just breathe, because you're getting worked up, okay? Because I'm starting to get worked up about it. They've taken over all the front. I'm surprised the guy on the other side has not cursed them all out, because he's hard to handle, okay? And on the other side. So I'm like, just calm down, breathe. I'm getting to the point. Okay, just get it together, okay? And Michael's like, you're just going to have to go over there and tell him. I said, I can't tell him to do it. It's public parking. They don't have to do what I say. They can be a jerk. I'm not going to go over there and say, yeah, anyway, now. Hopefully they'll figure it all out. That's what I'm hoping for. But meanwhile, my temperature's rising. So I'm out there I go out there a couple hours ago to take the dog out to go pee. And I'm out there. And one of the kids looks like he's early 20s. He's out there weed eating. And the dog's barking. And I'm like, shut up. And I'm like, don't worry, he doesn't bite or anything. We have a little fence up. I said, he's just all bark, no bite. He goes, oh yeah, my dog's like that too. And he was really nice. I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to be a jerk. Unless they're a jerk to me first. But the guy that rented it, I know. Oh girl, I could make it a sport. I could be so, you wouldn't even know. Okay. And I could have right then said, hey, I don't know if you know this, but my son parks out front too. But it was a nice conversation. I said, I don't want to kill the nice conversation. I want to have a nice conversation or two and then say something. So Michael's parking out over here, which he shouldn't be parking at, in the back alley. And I'm sure those people over there are going to say something until something happens. But my car is still sitting right in the middle. And it's not going to move. It's not going to move. I parked just enough where you can't get a car in front of me and you can't get a car in back of me. Learn. All right, let's continue. So my point of my story is, as worked up as I've been about it for like 12 days, I didn't scream and lose my temper and tell them off and tell them what the hell they think they're doing. I didn't do any of that. Instead, I breathed. And I hope one nice conversation will lead to many. They could be out there right now listening to every word I say because you can hear through all these walls. But I'm hoping this leads to a few more nice conversations and everybody just figuring it out. There you go. There's my lesson of the day. I will never be an a-hole to anybody that isn't an a-hole to me first. Okay? But if you are, God help you. All right, up next is Virgo love. Sorry, Virgo love. I ain't so sorry, but this is just another lesson of Teresa's life of trying with it. What should I currently expect for Virgo love? What should Virgo love currently expect? Don't I deserve something for being nice and not losing my temper? Like, I don't know, a bigger audience on YouTube? Does it work that way? Probably not. What's the for Virgo love? Oh my God, self-worth, girl. I hope so. Oh my God, why do I keep getting a third-party card? And the communication card. I'm going to go like this and try again. Cycle. If they just keep showing me, I don't care how many times I cut the deck and pull, it's the same cards. See? See, it's the same. I keep getting the same cards. Pause. Okay, let me say this. The fact that you get pause and self-worth, I'll say that on the past and present side over here, it says some kind of third party may come back in trying to communicate with you about a love cycle. Know your worth. Know your worth. I feel like if you know, I keep getting this for everybody. I feel like you know your worth, and sorry, freeze them out. That could be a winter sign. That's when you move, they return. Okay, but I feel like that's when you move on to the one you're supposed to be with. Taking the pause and not accepting this third party that comes back. It's fine to say, you know what, I forgive you, but I don't forget. That's a big thing for me. I will forgive. I'm a forgiver, but I'm never going to forget. I'm never going to forget. I'm real good at forgiving. I can pretty forgive like that. As a Gemini, I'm pretty good. If I get to talk rationally about why you made me mad and how irrational the whole situation is, and I get to speak my truth and they understand, I can forgive in 10 minutes and be done. But I'm never going to forget. I'm never forgetting. I forgive because I'm not letting any of that weigh on me. But I'm not going to forget how you treated me. I'll never forget it. Well, I wish you well. And will I not worry about it? Will I not be mad or bitter about it? Yep, I won't. I won't be. But I'm not going to forget. So there's somebody coming in from your past, could have been a third-party situation or something like that. Or they're in with somebody now and they want to be part, they want to get back into your life. They're still in the third party. They're going to communicate with you and ask for another cycle of love. I think you'll freeze them out. Could be a winter sign, which would be what? Sag, no. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, or is it? I can't remember. Thanks, Claire. It's good to see you, girl. You're after Francis. Okay, so just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. I feel like you saying, "Listen, I know my worth," and you taking a pause and saying, "No, thanks. I'm not going to be your victim anymore." That's when you receive. Look at that. You receive what is meant for you. They do exist, y'all. I know they do because everybody I know has met their mate. Except for me. Everybody I know has met their mate. Yeah, it is good to see you, Claire. We'll be back Thursday at 10 a.m. Up next is, that's your reading. Thank you very much, Nico, then AFM, Allie, Greg, Francis, and Claire. Nico, let's go. Nico, hey, Teresa. Hey, Nico. I haven't been able to finish my writing projects. I feel like I've missed the time window to publish new work this year. And maybe 2026 is my go time. It could be. We'll find out. Any advice on spirit on divine timing for me? You got it. I think I'm going to use this other deck, though, for timing. Okay? I'm going to use this deck. This is much more about timing. Any advice on spirit on divine timing for me? Meaning, when do the higher realms want me to take action? Oh. If we get a 6, if we get 2, that's 26. If we get repetitive, 9. Again, wish fulfilled. There's the offer. There's another offer. Okay, everybody. I don't even have to. Yeah, wait. Yeah, you are supposed to wait. Oh, yeah, because if you don't wait, there's sadness if you don't wait. Then there's celebration. There's the Ace of Wands. Look! Ah! Wow. Lots of singles, which I don't do past a year. So I'm going to say 9 months to a year. Why? Because your crowning card is the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, and the number 9. So 9 months from now is what? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Then you had these two come together, which is 5, and 3 is 8. But I'm thinking you got 2 of these. I don't think it'll be a month. I think it'll be 9 months to a year. And that's when this offer comes in, and 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 this is the partnership that you choose, and this is a celebration. But there'll be sorrow if you don't wait. So, I think you're right. I think you're dead on. I'm going to say between 9 months and a year. That's what I'm going to say. Hold on, let me go see if you're saying anything. Nope. 9 months to a year. That's when you get your wish fulfillment. That's when you get your celebration. That's where you get all these offers. Look at them all. And a good partner. Yeah, 9 months to a year. So what did I say? Is that March? Let me do it again. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Between April and July of next year. Hey, Lilith. Okay, go ahead and put the red X's up. If anybody wants a reading, now is the time. I will wait for Lilith to pay. Otherwise, we're closing them down. That's your reading, Nico. AFM, you're next. Okay. We'll wait for Lilith. We'll be back on Thursday. Oh, you've already paid. Lilith is after Claire. Okay, we're going to shut her down for tonight. Because by the time I finish reading all these, and then when I get off here, I have to timestamp them all. It'll be at least another hour. Okay. For AFM, thank you guys. Thank you. If you're new here and you come in and you see the red X's in the chat, that means I'm not taking any more readings today, but I'll be here on Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Chicago time. Okay. All right. If it continues to be slow, we may just take it down to 1 micro readings a week. Okay. So I'm looking. AFM, I got to find you, girl. There you are. Who am I likely to hear from in this Mercury in retrograde? Oh, Lord. We're looking for suits. We're going to use this deck still. Who is AFM likely to hear from this Mercury in retrograde? That's a good question. AFM. We're looking for suits. We're looking for suits. Who is... Don't forget to hit like. I'll be back on Thursday. Don't send any more money because I'm closed down. That's why the red X is. I'll be back 10 a.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S. Fire. Oh, girl. Aries, again, Aries and Aquarius. Scorpio. Air, Jesus, everybody's here, girl. You got all 5 of Swords. Water, they're all here. 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Wow. I'm going to say a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, because you got Scorpio twice. Man alive. You got air, fire, you got everything but earth here. So no earth signs. You've got Aquarius and Aries. You've got all the fire signs with the Knight of Wands. You got all the air signs with the Knight of Swords, all coming at you. And you got the Queen of Cups. And don't forget, this is Scorpio. This is Aries and Aquarius to me. But you have all the air and fire too. God, it could be everybody. It may not just be one person. That's what I'm saying. It may be 2 or 3 people. That's what I'm saying. Now, it could just be a fire sign or an air sign, but the Queen of Cups is you contemplating it and cutting off that what you don't want. But somebody that you've been waiting for is definitely coming. Okay. Look, the Queen of Wands. Jesus Christ. Look. Oh! God almighty. Look at this. These 2 were underneath. You may be hearing from several different people. But in particular, fire. I don't know if you even dated a fire sign. And air, there's so much fire and air here. So much fire and air here. The Queen of Cups, it could possibly be a water sign too, but that could be you contemplating them. You're probably going to hear from a couple of people, okay? In particular, air and fire, maybe water. I'm not taking that other knife because it was too far underneath there. Scorpio is major in the spread, so it could be a Scorpio. Okay. It's the only major arcana I have. I mean, you can kind of call this is a major arcana, but it's not definitely about one sign. The only one that's only about one sign is Scorpio, the Tower. So, well then, I am hoping to hear from Libra, Sagittarius. Well, there you go. Well, there's the fire, air. You may be hearing from Libra, Sagittarius, and a Scorpio. But my daughter is also a Leo and hasn't spoken to me in ages. That could be it too. There's a lot of people you're going to hear from in this. Not going to be just one in this Mercury in retrograde. Okay? It will not be just one. That's your reading. Ashley, Greg, Francis, Claire, and Lilith. And we are done. Thanks, AFL. Allie, you're next. Thanks for coming in, guys. People I haven't seen for a while here this week. Today, I looked at the clock at 3:33 and 4:44. What does the universe want to communicate to you? What does the universe want to communicate to Allie, please? What does the universe? Oh. Girl, did you go through a breakup recently or something? Did you have, these 2 came out together, but it came out with the 4 swords. It's like after heartbreak and carrying a heavy load, you finally get to rest. Finally, the 4 of swords. They all 3, you had 3 crowning cards. I keep seeing the 10 of cups when I shuffle. Temperance. Page of Pentacles. Woo! The Magician. Oh my God. The 8 of Pentacles. Things are going to start working out. Queen of Swords. King of Wands. King of Pentacles. Good God. The chaos, y'all. That's all. Mercury in retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, Uranus in Gemini. It's like after all the heartbreak, after all of the responsibility, after all the hard work, you finally get to rest. The fact that you get Temperance as your first card says everything finally begins to balance out. There's an offer made to you, one that you manifested. If you've been manifested an offer, whether it's money, a job, love, or whatever, it's coming. These 3 cards. It's probably already in the works. Boom. Okay. This is everything working out. Could be an air sign or a fire sign coming, and it's all going to work out. But we end with the King of Marriage, the King of Pentacles, the marrying king. I don't know what your sign is, darling. If you are a Gemini, there could be a marrying king or a King of Wands coming your way. A king of whoever it is. Interview tomorrow. Well, look, money. Here's the offer. I say you get it. See, this is all the worry and the stress and the heartbreak from before, and whatever works out, and then you can finally rest. This is Archangel Michael. Very good sign. Okay. Protection. What you've manifested comes. The offer. Work, work, work. That's the name of the card. Work, work, work. Making that money, making that money, making that money. This can be the boss card. Okay. This is be smart, be intellectual, and judgment will judge in your favor. The boss will say yes, and then you have the King of Money. But it can also mean money and stuff coming. Okay? I mean, this is good. It does talk it. This scared me, okay, girl? This scared me at first. These all 3 came out the same time. I'm like, damn, she been going through it. And then luckily, all these cards turned good. So remember how I say changes happen for good reasons, even though they may not feel like them at the time? They do. That is your reading. Thanks, Allie. Very awesome. Be your Virgo self. Okay, that's your reading. Up next is Greg. Thanks, Allie. Greg. Is one of the FAA jobs I applied for going to pan out? Is one of the FAA jobs pan out? Look at this. Can you see it? I'm going to say yes, but let's continue. I'm going to say yes, but let's continue. Oh, the Emperor. That's the big boss. That's you. The big boss picking you, giving you an offer, you having a passionate new beginning, money lying in your lap. God. That's a good combo. There's the offer. For some reason, I feel like a past job is going to come back and make some kind of offer to you. Just FYI. Happily ever after. Oh! 7 of Pentacles. You plant, you grow money. Man, this is a good reading. 2 of Cups. That's a true partnership. Oh! Ooh, there's a lot of work. It may burden you. There's so much work it may burden you. But look, the King of Cups or the King of Money on the bottom. Yes, absolutely. But you're going to have so much work, you're not going to know what to do. But you make money. You get offered money. Look, the King and Queen of Money. You end with the most money, a good partnership, happiness, an offer that you really want. I think a passport. The big boss hires you. I'm going to say yes. Damn. Those are good cards. Yeah. But I think somehow or another, somebody else reaches out to you from the past, too, at some point. I'll bet. You're an Aries, aren't you? Yeah, I talked to my daughter today. I was saying I'm going to go down there second weekend of August and hang out with them. And We're just gonna have a girls' weekend. And my son-in-law goes, you know what to do dinner with me? So I texted Kate this morning. That was a couple weeks ago. Girl boss has reached out. Well, there you go. That's that past reaching out about an offer. That's it. Yeah. But anyway, so I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know what we can do, and he'll love. Because my son-in-law is a police officer, okay? And I said, why don't you see if he'll take us to the pew-pew range, and we'll get my pew-pew all good to go and me good to go. So that's what we're doing. It sounds really, really good. It sure does. All right, thanks, Greg. That was really good. Francis, Claire, and Lilith, and we're done. We'll be back on Thursday. I have all the time in the world for readings, y'all. I mean, Thursdays I don't do readings. I have time to do readings tomorrow. I got like a 1 p.m. open and a 2 p.m. open. And then Friday morning, I have like a 10 a.m. open. And all next week is open, y'all. Don't have one reading booked. I had a couple people reach out to me this weekend and wanting a reading. Now, in general, I don't work weekends, okay? When I first started this channel, I worked 7 days a week for like 4 years. And my family and everything else went on the back burner. And I promised that I wouldn't do that anymore. So I don't work weekends. I still work weekends. I just don't take readings on weekends. I tape and I edit. If I haven't gotten it all done, I usually don't on the weekends. But it was a bad weekend. So if I said no, that's because I just don't really do readings on weekend. I just don't want to. I want to spend it with my friends and family. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Up next is Francis. Okay, Francis. Let's see what you got to say. What does Spirit want me to know about the next 3 months? And she paid $20. So she paid for 2 questions. So she gets a 16 card pull because she only asked 1 question. What does Spirit want Francis to know about the next 3 months, please? I want to use these cards. What does Spirit want Francis to know about the next 3 months, please? Right there is good. I'm going to shuffle once after the first card that falls out of the deck. Then I will pull from the top. What is source of... Oh my God, it's the Divine Masculine, baby. Either you're with the Divine Masculine or you will be. Love cycle. Understanding. Nostalgia. Recognition. Wow. This freaking winter card, y'all. Abandoned. Mask. Communication. Admired. Healing. Family. Wow. Mute. Bottom of the deck is Pride and Ego. And Summer. Oh, and a fresh start. All right, so let's just say this. It looks like a lot going on. You're welcome, Greg. It looks like a lot going on with the Divine Masculine, whether you're with them already and there's a lot of things cycling through, or if you're getting ready to be with them. A new love cycle. If you're with somebody, that cycle turns upward and you really begin to understand each other and talk about the good old days and how you want to continue to happen. If you haven't met them, a new love cycle begins, you meet them, you understand this is them. There's something nostalgic about it. Something. Whether it's an ex, whether it's you grew up in the same time frame, whatever it is, okay? You recognize each other. Again, they may be a winter sign. Zodiac sign. So what? Scorpio. No, winter is Capricorn, Aries, Pisces. But abandoned and mask is weird, because that won't be in line with when you get a divine masculine card with recognition and nostalgia and understanding. It doesn't have to do with love. So in the next 3 months, not only will you be doing that with love, but you may abandon somebody out of lies. Not the divine masculine, a friend, a family member, a coworker, whatever it is. It's like you find out that somebody's been lying and you abandon it. Like you may even get some kind of a communication about somebody you always admired, family member, friend, coworker, and you may finally let that relationship go. And you move forward, you mute, you're like, I'm not talking to you anymore, and you move forward in healing and family. Okay? I'm telling you, whoever this is, it's like you quit talking to them because it's something about their ego, getting in the pride and ego and getting in the way of whatever relationship you have with them. So you let that go this summer and you move forward into healing and a family and a fresh start. Oh my God, Ascension's after that. And mirroring and soulmate and fifth dimension. Big summer, like I've told everybody. Just see the, oh, I hear Kyle's van backing up. I see happiness, the possibility for happiness for everybody. You just have to recognize it. Yes. I think I know who. There you go. That's your reading, Francis. It looks good. Listen, we don't need negative vampires in our life, okay? We don't. Right? That's your reading. Claire's next, and then Lilith. Thanks, Francis. I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I do. Okay. Lastly, for Claire and then Lilith. General reading for Claire. Claire, I'm glad to see you, my friend. For Claire. Why do I feel like pulling this deck for Claire? This is the one I feel like pulling for Claire. Don't ask me why, ba-da-dow. General reading. Hold on, let's go back. For Claire, please. Now, Claire paid for 2. She only asked 1 question, so... Well, that was messed up. No, it wasn't. I did that right. She gets 16 cards for Claire. Good. You should be. Well, because you know your inner self knows something's happening. Ah, the Knight of Swords. Did I pick this up in reverse? I did. Again? We have a fortune, Claire. Why do I get the name Tony in my head? Get the name Tony in my head. 5 of Swords in reverse. King of Cups. 8 of Cups. Oh, did I come down? The 8 of Wands. Get the name Tony in my head. 9 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Recovery. It's like a lot of recovery for you financially and spiritually. 4 of Pentacles. Just got to hold on. Oh my God. 10 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Claire, it looks to me like something is going to be happening very quickly around you. Some kind of communication that leads to good fortune. It's like you finally get some good luck. A turning point. Now, I'll say this. Following that, you get the 5 of Swords in reverse, which is a card sometimes of finally being open to change in your life. And I feel like that's what's happening. A change in your life is coming. It's like luck turns, and it's not just like, great fortune in your favor. It feels like you finally feel like luck turns in your favor, and be open to the change that it brings. The King of Cups could be, again, the King of Cups is the King of Love. Somebody very emotionally mastered is entering the picture. You walk away from all the disappointment that you had before in your life, and you abandon it, let it go. You move forward in life. The Eight of Wands, quickly. It's like all this happens real quick. You keep getting like the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands. You may be going on a trip soon. There may be some swift movement of your life changing. Okay, whether that's new job, new house, new love. It's like you finally feel like your luck changed. I can't express that enough. The fact that you get the Nightmare card, try not to stress about it. Try not to let the anxiety get to you, because if you go down to the lower shelf, you get the first card's a Nine of Pentacles. It's like you finally find comfort and happiness. You just got to let it happen. I think somebody brings it to you, a messenger of a new beginning. It's like the synchronicity abounds, or you meet somebody, or you just start, I don't know, something clicks, like a light switch flips, and you recover, literally, emotionally and financially. Like you gain your spiritual power back. And it's probably always been a low hum with you, but like you really feel empowered. And not only that, but you recover some way financially. You get stability more in your life and security more in your life. I don't know. You just feel empowered. Okay. The fact that you get the Ten of Wands in reverse is that you probably had to take on way too much, more than you should have. And now you finally get to sit down that responsibility. And then don't forget, you get that. Then you also get that King of Wands and the King of Pentacles at the end, which does mean a strong, passionate energy. Yeah, all kinds of knights riding at you, girl. And then lastly, that Knight of Pentacles, which is a card of stability. Lots of good offers coming your way. So that is your reading. Expect to move forward quickly. You may have felt like you were stuck for a really, really, really long time, Claire. But your whole being feels uplifted. And it happens fast. Weirdly. You'll know what I mean when it happens. That's your reading. Hey, Maria, this is the micro readings. So it's $10 to ask a question, and I pull 8 card spread for you, my friend. Okay. Free readings are the ones I drop Monday through Thursday. So go check out your readings for whatever zodiac sign you are. I drop 3 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let's say you're a Gemini like me. If you're a Gemini and it doesn't resonate, but you're a Scorpio rising, then go watch your Scorpio rising sign. Those are the free ones I do, my friend, okay? Thanks for stopping by, though. Appreciate you coming by. All righty. And we're all filled up. We're not doing any more today, but I'll be back on Thursday to do micro readings if you want to come back then and do one, okay? Thank you so much. All right, and lastly, we have Lilith, my darling, darling Lilith. Let us go forth. Let us go forth to Lilith. Oh, Lilith. Okay, let me click in, my friends. Leo mom guides advice for her. Okay, so I think the first question is, what is your Leo mom's guides advice for her? And the second, wait a minute. No, I think I saw you put another question down. Hold on, let me go look. I think I saw you. Didn't I see Lilith put down like a secondary question somewhere? Did I? Am I delusional like I can sometimes be? Perhaps. Am I imagining things? Yep, there it is. Okay. I'm going to do this one first. Leo Mom's Guide's Advice. Should my mom start building where she's at or get a new house? Let's find out. Ooh, the Hierophant. Chariot in reverse. That was weird. The Hierophant. I'm sorry, the Hermit. Six of Cups. Strength. Five of Pentacles. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like whatever she really wants to do. Now, I'll say this. The Chariot in reverse would say she's not moving, that she's going to stay where she's at. The Hierophant would be getting a loan or doing whatever would do whatever she is. But it's almost like this reading is an oxymoron. Because this is her soul searching, trying to figure out what she wants to do. The Six of Cups is this where she's always been? Is this house where she lives now or wherever she lives now? Is it a part of her past? And that's why she doesn't want to move? Does she feel a strong bond there? And then we get the Five of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune would say move on, but the Five of Pentacles saying stuck in isolation. The Magician is she can do whatever the heck she wants to do, anytime she wants to. I feel like she should stay where she is. I feel like she should start moving where she is, girl. Second question, what's up with hubby Pisces lately? Well, Uranus is in Gemini, which affects all the mutable sign, and Pisces is one of them. What's up with hubby Pisces lately with me? Trying so hard. Note to bring my other twin to light. But if he keeps pushing it, he's going to regret it. See, here's the thing about a Pisces male. They can boil in their own juices. They won't say anything. They'll just boil in their own juices about things and not even tell you how can you help fix it if they don't tell you. Tell me about Pisces. Oh, Two of Wands. Is he trying to make a decision? Is he confused? You, King of Swords. King of Pentacles. Page of Cups. That is Temperance. This is the Queen of Swords. Oh my God, Queen of Cups or Knight of Cups in reverse. There's the High Priestess. Woo, Lordy. Okay, let me just say a few things, and I'm not saying this is true. I'm saying what he's feeling. Now, the Two of Wands is a card of future planning, right? It's a card of trying to make a decision. Do I move on? The Seven of Cups is a card of fantasy and illusion and wishful thinking and choices and being confused and imagination, okay? Can also be a very emotional card where one minute they're feeling this way, like I should just leave. Oh, I don't want to leave. Oh, I really love this person. Oh, it's getting on my nerves. Oh. Very emotional. It has to do with you, the King of Swords. He's trying to think clearly about what he wants. I feel like he's worried about money and having security and power and control and being disciplined and abundance. I feel like that's what he's worried about. I feel like the messenger with the Page of Cups, I feel like there can be a whole new beginning for you guys if you both let it, but you both have to let it happen. The Temperance card is Michael. It's a card of moving forward in great balance, right? But the Queen of Swords, I think it's really up to both of you, you and him. I think sometimes, I'm just going to say it. Are you ready? He thinks that you're irrational. which is funny because you're the Gemini. It's usually the other people that are irrational, okay? Sometimes you may think that you're too judgmental or something like that, but here's the thing. The fact that we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, it means he's being very moody. It says it on the card. Moody, jealous, being unrealistic. He's not thinking of it correctly, but I feel like he regains his power. Okay, it's just, I'm telling you, these transits are going to make everybody crazy. Okay, I feel like he's a natural born leader. I think sometimes he thinks that you don't let him be a leader, but in the end, you come back together. 2 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, he's irritated with your decision, and that makes sense. Pisces are so completely the opposite of a Gemini. We come to our conclusions a whole other way than they come to their conclusions, so they can't figure out how you came to that conclusion, and vice versa. I think he's just trying to figure out I think he's trying to figure out if you guys can figure it out and be calm. He likes calmness. Okay. So if you've been very, we can get we're going to tell people exactly what we think. And for a Pisces, that can be very jarring to them. They like to come at things much smoother. So I feel like, and I'm not saying it's all you. It's him too. He has to come and see things from your way, and you have to see things from him. Home should be a Shangri-La. It should be paradise. As I tell my kids, I tell everybody I know. We need to set down all the baggage of the cousins and the mothers and the people out after you and this, that, and the other. You have to set that down outside the door before you walk in the door. So you can have that peaceful, snuggle, yum, yum time. That's what keeps us and our emperor together. We don't ever want to bring the chaos, angry, violent, upsetting outer world into our inner sanctum. That's what he needs. And quite frankly, that's what you need too. Yeah, that's the thing. So you guys are going to have to figure out if you can both learn and ascend to a higher level in the relationship so you can plan your future. But I can see the chaos here. I can see it. I'll tell you, like I tell my kids, in order to make a relationship work, like I can really talk about a relationship because I'm not in one, but it's because I choose not to be. There has to be compromise. Without compromise, there's nothing. So I think you guys can make it back to this, but right now you're like this. Let me just say one thing about a Gemini, okay? And I'm going to shut up, okay? Sometimes we have to zip it, okay? We are the communicator. I know it's our job to talk and to communicate, but sometimes we have to shut up and let the other person say what they need to say. Because, we're very good. It's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to communicate and make people communicate and force people to communicate, even if it causes chaos, because things have to be said. But in our own personal lives, we also have to know when to zip it. We're so busy trying to help fix things, trying to express ourselves, which is what we should all do. But there's a moment that when our partners need to be able to speak. And I know, as a trine Gemini, that it took me a long time to go from, yeah, but you don't understand, I'm going to say this, and maybe you'll understand because that's what we're put on this world to do, to just zip it, Teresa, just zip it, okay, and listen. I've had some of the best conversations in my life and the relationships I've had in when I just shut the hell up. That's why I enjoy it so much when other people talk. Got it, and thank you. I'm sleeping in another room because I don't like his way. Oh, girl, don't do that. Let him talk. You may not agree with everything he has to say. We're not made to agree with everything everybody else has to say all the time, but at least you understand where he's coming from. Now, he should do the same for you. But let him talk as much as he wants to talk, and when he's completely done talking and he doesn't say nothing, then you can say what you need to say. Or you can say what you need to say first and then listen to him. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, we need to learn how to zip it as much. I know it's our job. I tell you, the best conversations I had in my relationships in my life was when I just shut the hell up. And it was great. I learned things I never even knew. I'm like, oh. Okay, that's your reading. That's your reading, Lilith, okay? Let him express himself. I know you express yourself because you're a Gemini, but let him do it too. It empowers them. Our partners also get empowered when they get to speak and we really hear them. Listen, not in a way of, okay, I'm just listening until I get a chance to speak. I'm just waiting for them to finish talking. Keep talking. Go, go, go. So I can say, don't do that. Really listen to what they have to say. I think it can work. I really do. That's your reading, my friend. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I'll be back on Thursday. Members, I'll be here tomorrow night for the membership side of this channel. Thursday, 10 a.m. He does want to talk. Well, that's a good thing. It's good. That's good that he wants to talk. That means he's different and more ascended than a lot of Piscean men where they don't want to talk. They don't want to. So that's good. Okay. You're welcome. That's it, guys. I'm going to go timestamp. You too, Allie. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. It's been a rough few days, and I appreciate you all. I'll see my members tomorrow night at 6 p.m. If you want a reading, please contact me. The text is below. My new email address is adamsteresa70@gmail.com. Just contact me, okay? You have a beautiful night, too, Erica. Take care. Thanks, Bev. Hey, Bev. Love y'all, too. I'm going to go timestamp everything, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.